Lenka Lutonska here, of course, the author of Energetic Selling and Marketing, and we are about to talk about how to lean and harness the power of success consciousness. Superb, duper powerful topic. We're going into the season of miracles, so we might as well harness it fully. Success consciousness, a simple, superbly powerful, if you like, manifestation technique or a state of consciousness that I know you've heard about. I know that. I know that you most likely also already try to practice this, but I can almost guarantee you forgot about this and the power that this technique holds or state of consciousness holds, because our brains are designed to see to that. So today I'm coming here in celebration of having incredible manifestation bootcamp up on amazing 40% off offer. And I want to help you to get back or get into your natural state of being. And that is the success consciousness, because when you are in success consciousness, everything flows. When you change inside, external circumstances, external results, the flow and what you're observing, the results you get must change. So, but before we dive into the topic, I want to empty out two things, okay? So first thing I want to is a question or perhaps a couple of questions. So please let me know in the comments. Now, I don't see all the comments, but I will review them, I promise you. So question number one is, so it's a yes or no question, okay? Do you feel supremely, amazingly successful in your business and life right now? And it's simple yes or no. Do you feel amazingly successful in your business and life right now? So please answer that. Do you feel amazingly successful in your business and life right now? So that's first question. And a follow-up question for those of you that answered, yes, I do. How long did it take you to think about it? So in terms of seconds, obviously, how long did it take you to think about it? And the reason why I want to ask you about this question, because this will be a good indication where you currently are in terms of your own success consciousness. It's a simple question. Do I feel amazingly successful in my business and life right now? Obviously, if the answer is no, then we've got the work to do here and now, today. If the answer was yes, that's great. But if the answer was yes, and you had to think about it, still we've got a work to do here, okay? So do let me know those answers in the comment. And I put in a title on a Facebook, I put in a title in a brackets that this is what I consider the second most powerful manifesting technique or state of consciousness on the planet. So I would love to very briefly remind you about the first one, okay? And I'm talking here from personal experience, from literally going from having to think about whether to I can spend 20 or 30 pounds and being blinking broke and having relationship marriage problems because I was struggling in my business so much and crying my eyes out almost every day because I so wanted to serve others and had hardly any clients, and things are going really hard for several years after I lost my first coaching business. And the hard work doesn't cut it when it comes to making our businesses successful. It's just not enough. The state of being, who we are, our energy, that's to me, it's that thing, that one thing that is the difference between mildly successful and a wildly successful business. So I know that when I was struggling and at the most, and I wrote about it in a newsletter and blog today, that it was reflecting that that poor, that lack, that doubt, will I ever make it? Is there something wrong with me? That was reflected around me in every single way. Again, I mentioned financial struggle, but also my dear, dear husband, who up till then has been always incredibly supportive. He was giving me headache to the point that I genuinely thought we would have to divorce. I would, I would have to divorce the love of my freaking life, because he's been so unsupportive. So it was hard. But anyway, what I'm talking about today is one, or if you like two, things that I used when I realized what the heck is happening, that I cannot achieve success just with the hard work, that I've got to work on it internally. So these are the two little yet very powerful techniques that made all the difference to me, all the difference. And my life started to unfold and grow. Business started to grow rapidly. And within a year, it was like multiple six-figure business. Now it's seven-figure business. And it's just changed in every single possible way. So I'm talking from personal experience, but of course, also I shared plenty of this with my clients. So that's where I'm coming from. I'm not coming from, yeah, I'm a master in, or expert in law of attraction. Is there such a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so the first manifesting technique or state of consciousness that I consider to be the most powerful when it comes to creating those miracles and changing our circumstances in whatever way, is to fully embody the version of us that is calling us to be. So whatever is it we're dreaming about, be it a six-figure, seven-figure business, abundant financial account, a loving relationship, amazing body, whatever it might be that you're dreaming about, want to manifest, if you like, it's the difference between I will work for it and it will happen, as is putting it in past and putting it in future, and taking that future, because on energetic level, future or past, the time does not exist. So taking it and putting it in now, right now, as in I am now that person who earns a ton of money, makes a lot of impact, is in incredible relationship, putting it in now. So I practice this as in that time when I realized that it's not going to happen if I just feel sorry for myself and work extremely hard. So I started to use this for 6 minutes a day on my way back from school, when I was dropping my two boys at the time. And on the way back, I had 6 minutes wall. So during that 6 minutes, I would be adopting this state of consciousness, as in, I would, if you like, pretend to myself, I am a woman who runs a £250,000 business. That was my state of being, or symbol that I was embodying, as I am already that, even though the circumstances, of course, were completely different. And I would walk like that every day, literally just saying to myself and embodying it, that emotion of it fully in my body. I would walk a little bit differently. I would breathe a little bit differently. I would feel, of course, very differently. So I would be practicing this every day for 6 minutes. And it's a very potent state of mind when we are perfect, energetic match to everything we want, to that thing that we want. So it opens our mind to incredible ideas. It kind of speeds everything up. It's like the universe goes on maximum speed to satisfy that full embodiment of that who you are meant to be. So you've got to feel it in your body. I am that woman, that ... So that's the first, if you like, technique or exercise or state of consciousness that I consider it to be the most potent when it comes to manifesting or changing your circumstances, creating your quantum leaps. It will support you hugely. Now, of course, I always feel like I need to give this disclaimer, even though maybe I don't need to, but I still will. Does this mean that we don't have to do anything? So just imagine or just embody that fully, that yes, I'm already that. Yes, I'm already that woman, and just be in that state of consciousness, and we don't need to do anything. Of course not. Of course, there will be action to be taken on our part, but the chances are the actions that we take from that state of consciousness will be a million times more powerful than if we take the action from any place of need, place of desperation, place of lack, and this type of states, right? So there will be still action. That kind of action probably will be easier in terms of implementing it, but harder in terms of how maybe nervous or scared it makes us feel, because typically the action that is or the ideas that are coming from this state of consciousness will force us outside of our comfort zone. So then it's up to us to actually recognize that even though I feel uncomfortable, I'm stepping into the unknown, where actually all those miracles are created. So this is about how to deal with those fears, right? So there's going to be that. No, it's not like this is just like a quick fix. So sure, there will be our part to play and follow that intuition, implement those inspired ideas. But overall, the state of consciousness where I am already that version of me is probably the most powerful state of consciousness you can practice anytime you like. Now, the success consciousness is linked to this. And that's the one I want to talk about today. And the success consciousness is how I feel about the real now, not the one that I'm, if you like, imagining or calling in or embodying fully. It's about how I feel about the now in reality. And why is that important? Well, while we can all embody that if you like future version of us at the will, the chances are you're not going to stay there 24 hours a day. You would be probably a superhuman, you know. So because we are literally surrounded by our circumstances. Now, in manifesting terms or energetic terms, those circumstances are an echo of yesterday, of expectation, thought patterns, our observer effect, if you like, of the past. So in a way, circumstances are still in the past. But we're human beings, we observe, we can see how much money I have on a bank account. We can see how it's going with our clients. We can see, am I booking plenty of clients or not enough clients? We observe our circumstances all the time. So success consciousness, it's about feeling successful and blessed and in flow with those circumstances that we have right now. Now that's a little more tricky sometimes, especially because we have that contrast, right, between what is and what is meant to be, what we want. We are gifted as a human beings with that ability to project ourselves onto what we call future. So we know that we have more potential. We know what we want that is greater, better than what it's now. And it's a massive, massive gift, because that's how we create, manifest, expand, grow. It's a massive gift, but it's a little bit like coin. It's a gift on one side, and it can be a little bit of curse on the other, because in the same breath, we also know that because I know that I want more, and maybe you observe in other people, they have more. So because you have this contrast, and because maybe you don't like the circumstances or some of the circumstances you're experiencing now, you know, there is that inevitably will be that energy of lack, like I don't have it yet, or I'm really not liking it yet. Now, when that is the case, when that is like, I don't feel successful now, I don't feel abundant now, I don't feel blessed now, because I can see those circumstances. When that is in effect, ultimately, it's from that place, it's very, 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 very difficult to manifest anything. So sure, the embodying the future version of you, or your miracle zone, if you like, who you are, absolutely massively helps, but still there will be a good period of time in a day when you are observing what is, and how you feel in the rest of the time matters too. So today is about, and I would love to support you in getting to success consciousness and already feeling very, very successful and very, very abundant and very, very lucky based on what is, not only what is coming. Now, how to do that, right? So here's the thing. Our brain is not, our brain, we have got a part in our brain that constantly measures how successful we actually feels, how well we do. And here is the thing: if we feel we feel successful or we're doing well, the chances are it will get better and better and better. So there have been plenty of studies, even animals, that when they are winning, they got much bigger opportunity to win next time and next time and next time and next time. So that's where the saying is: when things get better, they still get better still. Better, better, better. And the other opposite of it is true as well. When we feel unsuccessful or things are not going well, it will be getting worse and worse and worse. We got much bigger chance of quote unquote failure if we feel not good, if we feel lack or unsuccessful, etc., etc. The only thing is that we are, as a human being, wired to notice way more likely those things that do not go well, or those things that are not good about us, than those positive things. It's just how we're wired. And you'll know this to be true, that when someone tells you something negative, it has got far bigger impact on you than when someone says something positive. And in fact, again, like there are lots of different studies on it, but it takes almost like 3 positives or positive statements to just neutralize the effect of 1 negative statement or negative, right? So our brain, as it's wired, is not really going to support us in this. So we want to approach this consciously, because yes, we may see ourselves now and our circumstances as fine. I'm not as successful as I would love to be. Maybe I feel crap. Maybe I feel not successful or in luck. Maybe we've got right to do that. And that's how we're wired kind of to see like ourselves like that. But when we are aware that our brain is not naturally wired to help us to recognize our success and all the amazingness about us right now, we can approach this consciously. So what do? There are several things we can do. And here we go. I'm just going to offload. Number 1, set up an evidence journal. This is such a little simple thing, but essentially you get any diary or notepad on your smartphone, and you're going to consciously seek any little and big things in a day that gives you or can give you the feeling of success. Like you appreciate this as success. It's an evidence of success. I've done this well. This worked out. This is amazing. Whatever it is, evidence of success. And I kid you not, when you start paying attention to everything that may evoke in you that feeling of success, or may evoke that feeling of gratitude, blessing, abundance, whatever it might be, there are plenty of those in any given day, 20, 30, 50, maybe even 100 opportunities when you can press, I imagine this button, that says success, success, success. It might be, little things like today, I went to a hairdresser. I'm going to have a drastic change in hair color. Yay. So I went for a consultation, and I went there, and guess what? I parked right in front of the hairdressers, right in front of them. And I think, yes, the perfect parking space for me. Success. Even things like this foster the energy of success and use them. There are plenty of them in our everyday life. Yay, my family enjoyed the dinner I cooked. Success. Yay, I did this, whatever it was, that was really easy. Success. Yay, somebody noticed something I wrote and it helped them. Success, and appreciate the success of it. So start noticing those 1,000,001 nuances of life that we normally ignore and take for granted, and use them for your benefit to foster your own success consciousness. That is what I'm saying. And when you mark them down, when you start writing them down, very quickly you will see, freaking hell, I'm in flow here. This is amazing. I ignored all of this. And naturally, you will get into a state of flow and success consciousness. And it's just simply no way that the universe or the circumstances that will not respond to that. You even if you just look at our neurology, that's when your reticular activating system, when it's trained to notice success, you will literally notice so much more and more and more success as you go along, and attract it, so to speak. So use this. This is a very, very, very easy manifesting technique. But let me know, you probably heard about this in past, right? But have you been doing it lately, or have you forgot? So that's the thing. I want you to remember it, because it's not about just hearing it, but remembering and implementing it, because our brains will make us forget, and it will go to this default. Oh, I know all the things that are wrong about me. Sure, So please use this. So that's one way how you can practice the success consciousness and use the power of it. The other thing here that is important is that if, let's say, you may feel successful and blessed in many areas of your life, but not in that one particular area that is important to you, except this, right? So if you have area like that, it may be your business, it may be your love life, it may be your, I don't know, whatever it is for you that is particularly not working. This is where you want to, number one, look at your belief system around it. What are you telling yourself about this area? Because guarantee there will be some unconsciously held beliefs, and if you like, energy blocks that you continue practice, so they don't allow you to lean into that success consciousness. Secondly, what you can do, especially here, but in any area of your life, is to look at the different contrast. What I mean by that, as I mentioned already, that we tend to compare where we are, those exact results, circumstances that we have right now, we tend to compare it to either the future version of us, what we don't have yet. So there is always that lack, right? Or we tend to compare it to other people, somebody that has more success than we do, or more whatever is that we want. True. So if you notice this happening, that of course prevents you to feel successful in that particular area of your life, but also overall. So what we want to do here, create a different contrast and acknowledge that where I am right now, it's a dream for someone. It's truly a dream for someone. And hear me out. It may be like, what are you talking about? Where you are right now, it's a dream for someone else, maybe for many, many people. Because, I will tell you, let's say, when I was financially broke, and of course it's, not nice. But you know what? I still had roof over my head. I still had bed. I still had my mind rich, with desires and ideas. I still had health. I still had healthy kids. I still had my husband. I still had so many things going for me. So many things going for me that actually it would be a dream for someone else. But of course, what I was recognizing more is what I don't have, you see? So look, whether we like it or not, we always will be work in progress. And we're allowed to be work in progress. But where we are right now in that progress has so much value, has so much success in it, power in it, power that even others will benefit from, that I really, really encourage you to find it here and now. Yes. So some of the questions that you can ask yourself about the circumstances now, and maybe even especially those that you do not appreciate, that you feel kind of lack around those, or lack of success, is what is the gift in the current situation? What has it taught me so far? Yes. Why could it be kind of perfect to where I'm now? And how am I, and this is particularly for the business owners, how am I the perfect embodiment of that which I teach or that which I sell? That's how I serve. So these questions will help you to tap into recognizing more of the gifts, more of the, where I am right now. It's a dream for someone else. Success consciousness about those tricky areas. It's very important. It's about taking that emotional charge, that lack from your current bouncing off point. Because if we don't, and we feel lack in terms of where I'm now, it's a little bit like going into car and having intention to drive and go somewhere else. Let's say I'm now somewhere in Buckinghamshire and I want to go to central London. So I set intention, I'm here and I want to go to central London. So I'm going to drive there. But I cannot drive because I'm sulking and crying about where I'm now. I'm in Buckinghamshire. I'm here. But I want to be in London. I'm here. But I want to be in London. And I cannot actually drive because I've got strong emotional charge about where I am now. You see? So that's what we're doing here. So appreciating where we are right now and taking that emotional negative charge from it. And then when you support it with your, let's say, success evidence journal, what I talked about, and the embodying that higher version of you, future version of you, I kid you not, you feel immediately differently, for sure. You will start getting in so much different ideas. And in even days to come, not even weeks, in the days to come, you will start noticing difference in your results. You will. Yes, sometimes courage will be required if it means going into something new, unknown territory. But I've learned that this is almost like a miracle, so a gift, what we can do with the power of awareness, power of human mind, power of who we are, power of our energy. Yes. So hopefully that was enough of a reminder for you to go and attend to what is, how you feel about what is. If there is any negative emotional charge, work a little bit to take it away and replace it with success consciousness about what is. Each and every one of us is capable to do it. It is easy if we allow ourselves, okay? And gentle reminder, the manifestation bootcamp, which I recorded in 2016, when I, after that horrible period of lag and struggle in a business, etc., I started to use this technique and started to work with the universe within me. And I had inspiration, and my business settled into like 5 multiple 5 figures per month. I felt inspired to share, like how I did work internally on myself and exactly what I did in every way to start changing those things rapidly and creating this flow quite rapidly. And back then, it was absolutely amazing. The clients, when I introduced this program, and the clients who participated, literally every day I heard about the miracles and success, etc. So recently I've been super inspired. I had another inspired idea. It's time to bring the manifestation bootcamp back and offer it to clients, because there is a lot of power in it. I re-listened to it myself, and I reminded myself of many things, and lots of the things I still practice, you know, on my way to 8-figure business now. It's the same stuff, the powerful stuff about how to use the limitless power within us, the universe within us, to how to play with it more and let it create the miracles in our business. So have a look. Wishing you all the best with this, and a lot more is coming from me. So see you around. Much love to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.